Okay. I'm back. I am hydrated. Let us go to the eye. You should peek in Discord. Which Discord should I peek in? There are many a Discord to peek in. Ah! Oh my god. Yes. Okay, sorry for the digression.
Iskrim's plan worked. By joining your mind to the collective subconscious of the Shapers, you were able to locate the origin of the Song of the White. The marshlands, also known as the Eye, where your father had a secret laboratory. It seems that Rondar the King was right. One way or another, your family is connected to the Bloodburn. Time to unravel the mystery.
Ooh, that does sound awfully final. Oh god, talk to Bertrand.
Tahar, there you are.
Bertrand?
That's my name. The Harbinger sent me to welcome you.
What about Iskander? I thought you'd still be there.
I was, until recently. But that's a long story. We can talk about it later if you want. First, we need to discuss the reason you're here. There's good news and there's bad news. Let me make this short. Sentenza, General Noria, caught wind of our endeavor. He knows we are headed for the Eye.
That's bad. What's the good news?
He wasn't sure of it, so he only came with a small division of soldiers. Still, the fortress is heavily guarded, so we will need more troops to storm it.
Not many.
We left our forces in Mullendir.
I know. There was no way you could have known this would turn into a full-fledged battle. But there's no time to turn back now, and we have to come up with a plan. The Harbinger himself will join you at the fortress, together with some Lightbringers.
Lightbringers? So the Purity has actual soldiers now?
They always had soldiers. The Bane.
What? No, the Bane doesn't belong to the Purity. They believe they do, but the Harbinger has clearly renounced any affiliation with them.
You really believe that? For the Harbinger's right hand, you definitely don't know a lot.
If that's what you want to believe, go ahead. Regarding your question, Tahar, a lot has happened since your escape from Greykeep. More and more people have started to see the light. And it is not just townsfolk and farmers anymore, but also soldiers. They all wish to fight for Aeonir's return, and we guide them.
Sounds like a religious militia. To be honest, I don't like this. Nortander doesn't need more armed factions.
Oh, what is that army of yours if not a militia? This country is torn, Tahar. It's only natural for people to take up arms and defend their own rights. You of all people should know that.
And how will he do that? If Sentenza has scouts all over the marshlands, he will see the Purity's army coming from miles away.
That's where you come in. There's a godstone on the mountain of the old castle where your father's laboratory was, and where Sentenza has made his stand. If you kindle it for us, the Harbinger can use his rune to teleport himself and his armies right there.
That could work.
It will. Aeonir is guiding us, Tahar. Don't ever forget that. I'll wait here to make sure Sentenza's reinforcements don't take us by surprise if they get here before all this is done with.
There is a vast difference, Bertrand, a vast difference between a fighting force put together to fight against a specific thing that is hurting everyone, and a fighting force put together to reinforce religious ideals. They are very different. One of them has a set end point. The other goes until they win, and everybody else is, like, dead.
I still don't understand how Sentenza got wind of this.
I don't know. He is the spy master after all, so I guess it's just one of his many ears who told him.
Was it you, Iria?
Can you tell me anything about the marsh?
Well, I take it you're not interested in the folk tales about House Waite's descent into madness, so... No, not really. The only thing you should watch out for are undead. There's quite a lot of them around.
Of course. the Bloodburn.
What do you mean?
The Bloodburn. I don't know how to explain it, but corpses can be affected too. It awakes them.
Oh, that's eerie. Well, but I
The
guess
Bloodburn.
it explains a lot. The swamp has taken hundreds of lives over the years, and if that castle is where the Bloodburn originates from, then, well, you understand.
I do.
Bertrand, there's something I'd like to know. What do you make of all this? Do you really think my father is responsible for the Bloodburn?
Well,
Probably.
He must be connected to it somehow. Aeonir himself told the Harbinger this, didn't
Did he?
As to why and how, I guess we'll find out.
Once we've secured the Godstone, what then?
The Harbinger will know.
The
but I assume
Bloodborne.
we will storm the place. Once we're on
Yeah,
the
this is
island,
actually a
it should be an
Bloodborne
easy fight.
prequel. To be honest, that would kind of make sense. From what little I know of Bloodborne lore.
Shouldn't we try to reason with Sentenza first?
No, I don't think that's wise. Sentenza hates you. And he hates the purity, too.
Oh, me
He's
too.
been trying to hunt you
On both
down
of
since
those.
you escaped the keep. We cannot take that risk.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
You will. Aeonir's blessings to Har. And
Yeah.
stay safe. I'll be here if you need me.
I won't.
What do we need?
Loot the thing. Loot the...
Blasted armor.
Oh my god. Loot the fucking barrel. I should check weapons for Isgrim. So we haven't changed his weapon in a while. What does he have? 8.7 DPS, 50% bonus damage to enemies that are impaired. 10 DPS. That's two-handed though. 8.9 DPS. White damage. 50% bonus versus undead. 7.6 DPS. So that would be maths. Half of 7.5 is like 3.75, so that would be 11.5-ish. Which would be more versus undead. It would be less against everyone else by a pretty significant margin. Versus this, which is slightly more, and is white damage, which I think is probably better against undead. I'm just gonna go with this. Holy crap, that's a mace. Jesus! What about this one? Less fancy. Alright, well, here we go. Let's fix our map. Through the swamp. Undead! Or are these not undead? These aren't. These are just people. Rip. Death to the normal people! Just right-click on this. And we'll path our way there.
Helen's reigns. Hard to believe there was a time when people actually lived here.
Yeah, they still do in the east. And yeah, the environment may be hostile, but I don't think the villagers had many troubles with raiders. Good move.
Let's see.
Just let them fight each other for a bit. No, just let them fight each other for a bit is what I said. Jesus Christ. Get over here. You
Yes.
morons. Well, now we gotta fight them. Okay, fine. Okay, I think now we can keep moving. Oy vey.
Got it.
They're not yet undead. That's a way to look at it.
Strange that Sentenza hasn't reacted by now. He must have heard the fighting,
Maybe the storm drowned the noise? It's possible.
but not likely.
It's almost like there's some fuckery at work. Loot, 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 loot. Oh, more bad guys. Ow. No, Tahar, loot and then fight.
Yes.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Handled. Or it's a trap. What? No. How could that happen? Licane is so trustworthy. Oh, we leveled up. Nice. F5. It's probably our last level up, so I should be careful with this one. Start with Iria. Do we have any more Healy stuff we can do? Auto attacks are empowered with white damage. Chance to inflict purge. Clarity, apply regenerating to yourself temporarily. All positive status effects applied to you also heal and regenerate focus. Hot damn. Transference gives focus. That might actually be really useful, but we don't have the slots for it. Resurrection. Resurrect all allies in target area. I think this one. Cooldown's reduced on healing spells. Sounds good. Isgrim. Become tanky. That's that David Cage game. Focus cost of abilities is reduced. That sounds real good. Spell power is increased. That sounds even better. And more auto attack damage, please. Alright. Go, go, go.
That's the Godstone Bertrand was talking about.
Where?
Let's light it.
Oh, over here. It's a trap!
Now would you look at that?
Oh boy. That way?
Harbinger.
Carbo.
Bum, 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 bum. We did
Lord
it!
Tahar, the All-Father clearly smiles on us.
Does he?
What do we need?
The Allfather has nothing to do
The
with this.
All-Father has nothing to do with this.
Of course. So, this is where you believe the Bloodburn comes from. Interesting. When Aenir told me the pariah's blood was involved,
does
I
sound
didn't
real
take it so
creepy.
literally. Time to end it.
First of all, we need to get through the gate. Why hasn't General Noria reacted yet? Even if he didn't notice the fighting, he must have seen this teleport.
Because he wants to be the one who ends it.
How do you know?
Because I know men of his kind. He's proud
not
and consumed
here.
by his hatred. And he wants to be the one to take you down and me right along.
Or he's working with Licane. Either way.
But the Purity is under the Lord Marshal's protection. He can't just kill you.
Well, both Lord Marshal Arendir and the General know by now that I helped you. And even though the evidence wasn't enough to officially sentence me, it will be the moment I show up with you at my side. I knew it would come to this, Tahar. The only reason the Lord Marshal was willing to cooperate with the Purity for so long was because we had the people behind us. We were always a thorn in their sides. And this, me helping a deserter of the crown, is just what they need to take me down.
Then you're taking quite a risk being here.
I'm not. I've told you before. All that is happening according to Aenir's plan. Just have a little
This
faith,
is
Tahar.
exhausting.
And what now? How do we get past the gate?
Let me take care
Well,
of it.
specifically Licane is exhausting. The game is not exhausting. I'm having fun. The gate wasn't even there a second ago.
General Naria. General Naria, are you ready?
Aren't we walking
That
into
sounded
a
like a
trap?
different voice actor entirely.
A battle, but not a trap. Just trust me.
No. Can I control these units? No. Alright. On guard!
Getting right into the lion's den. This has to be by far the most foolish thing I've ever done.
We could
Just
kill all
trust
these units.
the Harbinger. He knows what he is doing.
Does he? Should I? Noria, let's
he
fight.
is.
Ooh, loot. Conqueror helmet of physical acuity. Well, if I had 6 con, that'd be great.
Interesting.
This game really wants you to be a con-focused character. The man wasn't given a quick death. You wonder who did this. Bandits? Or perhaps Noria?
So this is how it ends.
What's up, asshole?
It doesn't have to.
Doesn't it? What do you suggest, Corporal Tahar? That I let a traitor run free? Together with his lunatic cultist friend who is scheming against the crown? No. We both know that's not an option.
We know where the bloodburn comes from, Sentenza. It's this castle. If you kill me, we may never stop it.
Why? What can you do that we, the Royal Army, can't?
Magic?
Thank you for the information. I had been wondering what the fabled Rondar Lacane and the prodigal corporal wanted in this marsh. Now I know.
You couldn't stop the bloodburn even if you killed us. It's not how Aenir wills it.
Well, we'll see about that.
These people in Leonon were innocent.
those
How
people.
often do you want me to tell you?
You didn't know. All you had was the word of some elven traitor, yet you risked the life of an entire city for it. Believe me, of
And
all
you
the
spent the
atrocities
life
I've
of
seen
an
in
entire-
war, almost
God
all of them
damn.
are caused by people believing they are doing the right thing. Because that's all it was. You didn't want to save those villagers because you thought they were innocent. You did it because you wanted to be the savior. Vanity. That's what it was all about.
You
And
murdered
I did it.
them!
Part of this is on me.
You're talking
I thought I
about
succeeded
yourself.
in making you a warrior, a servant of the crown, but I
Oh my
failed, and I didn't
God.
even see it. You're just like your father.
By the light, General, we both want the same thing. To end the bloodburn, shouldn't we be helping each other instead?
You're as bad as them, Corporal. Enslaving yourself to this madman rather than facing death like a soldier. You're just a coward.
That's not...
Don't, Bertrand. It's pointless.
There needs to be another way.
No, there isn't. Men, you know what to do.
Alright, let's do this.
Does this never end? I need mana!
Woo!
Whatever's necessary.
All right, here goes nothing.
Alright, this is going okay.
Get ready. Fair enough. Let's do this.
Alright, he's pretty screwed at this point.
Here we go.
Hobble, 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 hobble.
More fighting. Does this never end? I need mana!
Boom! Get fucked.
This is wrong.
Get fucked.
He's gone. I'm sorry it had to come to this, Tahar.
It was his choice.
Yeah. And now... betrayal time.
Now we
It was. Now let us end this. Whatever causes the blood burn is right below our feet. And maybe even some more answers to the questions you've been asking yourself all along the way.
Tell me, given that we find and cure the bloodburn down there, what then?
Then we are one step closer to the return.
Great.
I'm ready.
Good. You lead the way. Bertrand, you secure the fortress. I doubt there will be Northander reinforcements soon, but we need to be sure.
Of course. Good luck to you, my friend. My prayers are with you.
Alright, where are we going? I see an exclamation mark. I do not see where it leads. Is there a door down here? Nope. Is it over here? Ah, yes. Over there. So long, suckers! We outie. For once I agree with Lacane. That almost looked like a fancy bow. It is blue, but I don't think it's better than the one Iria has equipped. Not by a long shot. I don't understand the rarity system in this game. Travel to the Eye, Isamu's laboratory? Yes.
As you descend the dank stairway of Castle Waite, a memory flickers across your mind. Your father, standing over your cradle, eyeing you with a mixture of affection, indecision, and disgust. Almost like an archaeologist looking at a strange discovery. The memory disappears as soon as you and your companions reach the bottom of the stairs. Your father's sanctuary, as if touched by skeletal hands. A cold manifests on your shoulders, slithering, creeping, crawling slowly towards your chest.
Great.
So
Love
this is it. Intriguing.
This place is definitely where the strange magical signature of the marshland comes from.
But what causes it?
We will find out soon enough.
Oh boy.
Yes?
Dem organs. Yeah, okay. THQ Nordic, please put this soundtrack on Spotify. Thank you. It is free money. Her dad just chilling in here somewhere playing a fucking pipe organ? Maybe. Oh, did I accidentally turn him into a bear?
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Oh no, I'm just silenced. Brutal. That looks like a demon. Fun times.
I'll keep you shielded.
What the shit? Yo!
Uh-huh.
That's fucked up and dope.
Let's see.
Loot, 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 loot. That actually seems real good. F5. Can you put this on? No. Great. Could put on the plus 20 HP for Iria, but her helmet is already really good because it summons that goblin with auto attacks. Oh well. All right.
Sure.
Oh, a godstone. Great.
All right. Here goes nothing. Get ready.
Oh, that looks bad.
Huh?
Let's fight the big guy.
All right, here goes nothing.
God, this music is sweet.
Now would you look at that?
It's nice just getting heals constantly from Lycain. Reinforced adamantium slab. Oh, that's needed for Iskrim's armor. So wait, we would have had to come here to get... Huh. Maybe we're not at the end. Is that legit a pipe organ over there? No, okay. It's just a gate. I was like, I thought you were joking. Ooh, spooky.
Not now.
Okay, this thing actually hits pretty hard. Or has a lot of health, rather.
Yes?
Spark of the Essence.
Sure. Zarek guides me.
That's not creepy at all. Yeah, no, none of this is creepy.
Interesting.
None of this is super duper creepy.
Tiara's breath. What is that?
It looks human.
No. These were never alive. I can smell it.
What are you implying?
That they've been created somehow. Didn't you tell us about this nightmare that you've had since you were a child, Tahar? The one in which you saw these bizarre constructs.
Oh boy.
Course. These are the things from my dream.
That's interesting, to say the least.
There was a monster over there. I saw it.
They will fall.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Really necessary.
Alright, this is a pretty large laboratory. This is not meager.
That's the way.
More demons!
You'll have to wait.
Wow. It's the first time in a while we've run into one of her cooldowns. Snake's Demise. Don't we already have one of those? The body still looks fresh. It must have been brought here shortly before the end of the wars, or has somehow been preserved. Great. Love that. That's a teleporty thing. A statue of... I don't know how to pronounce that. Empyrean god of flesh, whose existence is denied by the guardian priests. You feel as if his many eyes follow your movement. Ugh. That's a fucked up deity. No wonder the church is like, nah.
Understood.
Where does this go? Nowhere.
Danger
Cool.
up ahead.
That god exists. The church. Nope. Yeah. I would also try and forget about a flesh deity. Yeah, mood, honestly. Era of Glisten. Blessed polearm. Blessed be this polearm. I don't really know where we're trying to get. Oh, maybe here? See if we can path our way to it. Maybe our Bloodborne theory wasn't too wrong. Yeah. Damn.
Let's see.
Thing was resilient. Oh, we're on the other side of the thingy. From the thing. Another reinforced adamantium slab. Hooray. Maybe we can get them elsewhere and they just happen to be a bunch of them here? I don't know.
For the fire wielders!
So many sparkly particle effects. For real.
That way?
Yes, that way. Okay, where's this door we're trying to get to? Over here. Bad guys? Demon!
Here we go.
Ear just has like infinite focus, essentially. Haven't been really watching her, but she's pretty broken.
Another spider. Careful.
I think we've successfully munchkined you, Jess. Signet of the Ash Reavers, plus 30 HP. Hot diggity damn. I think I'll take that over the Frost. Or I could take the Focus. No, I'll take this. As it should be. And do you already have 2 Focus ones? Creators Guild. Creators Guild, yeah. Frost. Creators Guild. Let's go with another Creators Guild signet, huh? Alright. Lots of focus. Lots of spellcasting. Oh, it's a ghost. This seems fine. Helena's ghost.
Bye. That's impossible.
Do you know this thing?
It looks like someone I knew. Back when I was still fighting for my father.
So she was a rebel.
She defied my father. Same as I. That's why he killed her.
Whatever she was, she's a revenant now. In other words, she's dangerous.
Of course. A ghost seeking closure.
I've seen my share of the undead, but this is new. What exactly is that? A revenant?
Yal Kadara.
That's a pretty sick name.
Seeks.
Yal
When a person
Kadara.
dies with an unfulfilled desire, a scourge, that person
Like,
may
some of the
return to
naming in this
world
game
as
is a little
revenant.
like,
the
but
purpose
then
of
you get
finding
shit like Yal
closure.
Kadara, which just sounds
It's a
so
magical
dope.
phenomenon.
Huh. She doesn't seem to be aware of us.
It. And no, it isn't.
Wow, rude.
Revenants are guided by raw emotion and magical auras, rather than sight, touch, or hearing.
If a revenant is a ghost seeking closure, she's here for Asamo. For revenge.
Probably. I think we...
Isamo,
By
Oops.
the night.
you took me, Tahar. You took me. You took Zane. You took your own child. But it's over now. I found you.
It's not me.
Thanks. It seems to think you are
Heck.
a Samo.
Helena,
That's fine.
No. No.
Trying to punch ghosts. Hell yeah, Ethan. And boop. F. Oh, she was carrying 157 gold.
It's over. She's dead. Books. 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 Did my father read all these?
Unlikely.
Look at that.
Unlikely. How would you know, Lacane?
alright, why not?
Jesus. You're not my real dad. Piss off,
Let's see.
ghosts. Alright, I don't know where we're supposed to go next. Maybe down here. Over here. Maybe up here. That looks like real big bones.
Interesting.
You make out the silhouette of countless books behind the cabinet's glass. Big ol' bonies!
All right, here goes nothing.
Fight me!
Get ready.
Seem to be doing fine health-wise. Handled. Entry from Ethan's secret TTRPG wishlist. Cover fists in salt and punch a ghost. You should play Blades in the Dark, my friend. I believe there is, in fact, specifically an ability for the Cutter playbook where it lets you punch ghosts with your fists.
Understood.
Uh-oh. There he is! Of course you already know about it.
Blasted armor.
This is fine. We're getting all of the armor that we needed for him. Are they expecting us to go back to our
Do you
base?
hear that?
The Song of White.
Yes, but it's clearer. And it seems to be coming from down that hallway.
Then we know where we have to go.
Yo, face
Would
door.
you look at that? The song. It has stopped.
Indeed. Incredible. All this energy. I've never felt anything like it.
And I still don't like it. Whatever's behind the door, we need to be wary.
Any thoughts? We have no idea what to expect, so we should stay closely together.
No.
I'm sorry?
Whatever is in there, you, the pariah, needs to face it alone. That's what I saw in the vision, and thus, it's Aenir's will.
Isn't this
Too bad.
exactly what we should not do? Split up?
I do
For
not
once,
know.
I'm with Isgrim.
I'm just his servant. It doesn't matter. It's the Allfather's will, and we will obey.
Speak for yourself.
This is too dangerous. We go in together, or we don't go at all.
No, you will do as the Allfather wills, and proceed alone.
But thou
Else.
must.
Else, you will suffer the consequences. If you remember, there are dozens of my men and women out in the fortress.
I'll
with the
fight them.
command to kill you all on sight, should you emerge from this place without me accompanying you.
But this
I'm
is
okay with that.
crazy. We have no idea what she'll face in there.
You will handle it. Now do as I say. Believe me, it's for the better.
I don't really have a choice, do I?
You don't.
All right. Then
But
let's
thou
just get this
must.
over with. Just stay put. I'll be back. Will do.
Can I talk to my friends? No. Okay. BRB, gonna go die. Doors closing?
No turning
Yep.
back now.
Great.
Got it.
Sup, Dad? How's it? That's not Dad. Mom? Me? Was I created here?
Tiara's breath.
My child. Finally.
What
Oh,
is
I'm
this?
part shaper, aren't I?
Who are you?
Your mother. I'm your mother.
Wait, you... Say that again?
These subtitles are useless.
I'm your mother. You are the blood
There
of
we
my
go.
blood. My child. My daughter. And you finally come. You've come to save me.
Not really.
I don't understand.
I'm your mother. The quiet man, Isamo. He molded you from my blood. And
Called it.
after all this time, you finally heard me.
Let's talk about Aenir for a second.
Sit down. I believe we have a lot to talk about.
Also, why are you just sort of laying there like a corpse? That's creepy.
You are silent.
Yes, I'm sorry. All this, it's a lot to take in.
I feel the same way. All those years I've spent in this slumber, only to wake up and be experimented upon by your father. To be given a
That's pretty
child in
fucked.
some grotesque, unholy ritual.
That's pretty fucked
I
up.
still wonder if this is really happening. Or maybe just a strange dream.
I'm afraid it isn't. Why is it that you call Isamo the Quiet Man?
Well, I did not know his true name until years after my awakening. And before that, he hardly spoke. So this is what my mind always called him.
So, you've been in this stasis until I came here, and I somehow set you free?
I was awake, but at the same time I wasn't. Whatever the Quiet Man did after he woke me, it left me in this haze. I didn't see, I couldn't move, but I could hear, and I could feel.
That must have been horrible.
It's pretty
It
fucked.
was, and there were times where I just wished that he would finally end it.
Why can I understand you? We don't speak the same tongue, do we?
It's called heroin. Jesus, 12.
But you joined your spirit to the Nexus, didn't you? Our minds are connected. Thus, I can hear you, and you can hear me.
Right. Google Translate. Cool.
I still can't believe you're a Shaper.
Shaper. That's how the Quiet Man called me too. We called ourselves the Zarlunde.
I know, but how is it possible that you're still alive? Your race. I thought you were extinct.
Yes, so it seems. I was unaware of this until the Quiet Man told me.
But How did your people die? And how did you survive?
I do
I
not
don't
know. How my
know.
people
I was
died.
asleep.
Believe me, child, I have spent a long time wondering. As for your second question, it is a long story. I was one of the Ulas caste, the scientists, the scholars, the priests, and like many other Zalontep at that time, I was taken by the scourge.
The what now?
The Scourge?
A
Bloodburn?
disease. It had been ravaging through our empire for over a decade at that time. It ate us up from the inside.
There's a lot of text getting skipped here.
But you survived. How?
Through a ritual, an experiment. The idea was to freeze my body until a cure would be found. Looking back, I wonder why I was so eager to keep living. I was just a power-hungry woman who had
Gotta get that
no
exposition.
to mourn
Hell
her
yeah.
death. By the face of time, it's strange to tell you this. Millennia have passed, but some of the memories are still so lively, so real.
I wonder if she's supposed to be laying down during this conversation or if we got a bug. It's a little weird to be to be talking like this.
How old were you when the Scourge infected you?
90 years. Half my lifespan was already gone.
Am I gonna be that old?
You said that my father created me? What
Your
is that
brain
supposed
talking
to
anyways?
mean?
I guess.
I am
It's
not
just
sure if I can even give you
it's just
an
awkward
answer to that,
posture.
but I will try to explain. See, my child, the quiet man, Isamu, I do not think he ever considered me a living being. What he saw me as was a tool to the essence.
The essence?
The source of all magic. Your father's race, they are only able to access a glimpse, a twinkle from an endless sea. We, the Zalontep, were different. We have always been closer to the essence. We had understood how to harness it, and that had made us powerful.
This is similar to some things in another game. There was the essence, the place all magic comes from. Did they ever try to break free?
Did you ever try to resist? To break free?
Of course, but it was pointless. I could not speak and I could not move, and even my magic could not aid me.
So the essence is the place that all magic comes from?
Yes, but there were and probably are many names for it. The essence is only what my people called it.
So you're saying that my father wanted to use you
The
to gain
Shaper
access
speak
to this
behind her
essence.
voice acting is really
Yes,
cool.
He was obsessed with the idea of gaining power, and to him, I was the key. But what he was trying to do, transferring my aura, my powers onto himself, was impossible, and he realized that quickly.
His new LaCroix was magic. Fuck, Ethan. Oh, man.
Why was it impossible?
Because an aura is as
Full of
unique
the
as a person's
essence.
eyes or their fingertip skin. It cannot simply be put on and off like a helmet or a glove, and it dies with its owner.
Which is why he tried to find another way to gain access to your powers.
Yes, he tried transferring my energy to a talisman, to these flesh creatures he created, and countless other ways, but it was all in vain. These experiments went on for years, and even though I couldn't see and couldn't speak, I felt it all.
Gross.
Then he created you. His train of thought was simple. If my aura could not be transferred, It could be passed onto my offspring.
But how is that even possible? A Shaper and a human?
It is possible. The way we conceive, how we bring forth new life, it is different from what you are used to.
This is still really fucked up.
It's complicated. And I do not
This
want
is
to
not a
talk
good
about
time
it
for the
with my
birds and the
own
bees,
child.
Tahar.
What matters is it worked. Down here on this altar, I gave life to you, to my first and only child.
I don't want to ask that question.
So I'm half Shaper. How come it doesn't show?
Once again, this has to do with the way we conceive.
It does,
but
Jess.
I do not want to talk about it. I hope you
Which
understand.
I'm not a huge fan. Like, I get they're trying to skirt around it, and yeah.
What happened then? What did Asamo do?
He took you away. For what purpose, I do not know. But it is evident that it did not work. Even through you,
Yeah,
we
get
could
fucked,
not
Dad.
obtain access to the essence. As for what happened afterward, that is a question you are more fit to answer than I am.
Fair enough.
And once you freed me, I want you to tell me all.
What exactly happened when I touched your hand earlier?
He is
How
dead.
did I wake you?
You don't know.
He died at the
How
beginning
should
of
I?
the game.
Yes, how should you? I am sorry, child. For some reason, I continue to expect you to know all those things.
We
I
already
would have
murdered
taught
him.
you if things had been different. You see, a Shaper does not always have that connection to the essence the Quiet Man was looking for. When they come of age, there is an event called the melding. The child, guided by her creators, unlocks the potential slumbering within.
We about to get a whole bunch of magic
Your
powers?
father,
Maybe?
he did not know this, which is why you could never give him what he wanted.
Correct.
So this is what happened? You performed this ritual on me?
It's less of a ritual, but something that happens with age. It
Am
would have
I the
happened
cause of
far
the blood
earlier
burn?
if we had not been separated. But yes, by taking my hand, we melded, and the energy that was set free also lifted my curse, or at least parts of it. I am still unable to move.
But what does that mean? That I can now access the essence?
No, the melding only provides the child with a key. Finding the door is a lifelong quest. But yes, deep down inside you have unlocked something. A potential for the enormous power Isamu had been looking for.
But I still don't understand. What's the story behind that song? You said that you called out to me so that I could find and save you.
Yes, I have done nothing else since your father took you from me. But it was only a short time ago that I finally started to feel that I could sense your presence somewhere out there.
It was all my fault the whole
Thus,
time.
I tried to focus my thoughts onto you and sent them out into the world. Telepathy, as you call it. The song must have been the way the dark corners of my mind expressed my emotions.
Oh, right. He only died like a year ago. Jesus.
The dark corners of your mind?
Took a long time to
what
kill
do you
that
mean
guy.
by that?
Well, every spirit has two sides. One that the mind can see, and the other one that remains hidden. If the visible one is a puddle, the invisible is an endless sea.
My father died a year ago. Could this be the reason that we only started hearing the song 6 moons ago?
He is dead?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, roll dead.
He started a rebellion against our kingdom and fell in the final battle.
I see. I always knew it would come to that, you know. His hunger, this glare in his
thought you couldn't
eyes.
see.
I knew it would consume him eventually.
do you feel about this? So his death freed you.
So his death broke whatever spell he had imposed on you. And because of that, your telepathy finally carried through the walls of this place.
That is the only explanation. Yes.
And then a bunch of
So it
people
was
died.
telepathy. But how come only certain people heard you?
She called
Only
out
mages.
through the
This is
essence.
not obvious, because having magic means standing close to the essence, and only those who stand close are receptive to my telepathy. I did not know the form my thoughts would take on.
We're skipping entire lines in this dialogue.
It
What
was
the
a
heck?
song, one that finally led you here to free your mother from her suffering. There is poetry in that, isn't there?
Dark poetry, if anything. You killed people.
Killed?
Your song. It was lethal to everybody who wasn't gifted with magic. Thousands of people died. Men, women, children. Whatever magic was in there, it burned them up from the inside.
But the name of the song, I didn't know.
Okay, that's fair.
But it's over now. Isn't it? I found you.
Yes, it should be, but... Oh, please, you have to believe me. I didn't know.
It's okay, it's
All I
fine.
wanted was to have you back.
Maybe mistakes happen. Sometimes they kill thousands of people.
There's someone here.
Alright, LeCaine, let's do this. What?
No!
Oh no. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It was necessary.
What
Are
did
you ready to
do?
die?
What do you think? I fulfilled Aener's prophecy. Searching for a cure, the pariah seeks the truth. A lost mother will be found and awoken from her slumber, and thus allows me to receive her essence.
You knew about this. You know about my mother?
Yes, I did. I knew that the blood burn was caused by a Shaper mother looking for her lost child. But what I didn't know was where
Who
to
the
find
fuck is
her.
Aenir?
So I had to find the child instead, which I did. The pariah. Though I certainly did not expect it to be Asamo Tahar's daughter.
But why? What for?
Isn't it obvious? Because I needed her essence. The key to the Archfire, as we call it. Through its power, I will be able to open the gates and to allow Aenir to return. I'm sorry, Tahar. Your mother, she will now serve the greater good. I hope you understand.
Understand? You bloody killed her!
It's okay, Tahar, you
She
can
is
say
not
fuck.
Dead. Her body may be, but not her mind. Inside that amulet, she's still alive. It's what your father had always tried to accomplish, but never did.
I'm gonna kill you so hard.
Where are the others? What did you do to them?
Put to sleep. Don't worry, I didn't kill them.
If you...
I did not.
I'm not giving you the
As
same
defilers,
mercy,
they will be put to
LeCaine.
justice, but that has not been done yet.
I don't get it. You did all this only to get access to the essence? To the Archfire?
No. The blood burn had to be stopped. Unlike what you might believe, I do care about the people of Io. Just as the Old Father cares about all of his children.
Can we fling him
So I
into the
stopped
sun, like, right
as
now?
Aenir
Please.
ordered me to. But he also told me something else. That purifying the world, freeing it from defilers, and making people see their sins is only the first step. The second one requires power. A lot of it.
Why?
It's called the opening of the gates. A rift, a portal. One
That
through which
seems
Aenir
bad.
can step back into this world.
Aenir
This
doesn't
is
seem
what
like
he
a
chose
good
me for,
guy.
His most loyal servant. He needed the Archfire's power, and he knew the pariah and his mother were the key.
Give me that amulet now, or I'll take it from your dead
Yeah, Tahar.
I will not. Your mother is what we should all be, a tool of the All-Father. Either way, there's no point in explaining. Your role in this ends here. Once again, I am truly sorry. but the Allfather's visions were clear. The pariah needs to die after the mother has been found.
I've got health potions, bitch!
I'd love to see you try.
You will.
They will fall. Whatever's necessary.
Did the lighting change?
Not now!
Come on, come on, come on, cool down.
Why do you resist? It's
Get
pointless.
fucked, mother fucker.
They will fall.
No!
It's
Toasted.
over, Lacane.
No. Believe me, it isn't. Time to put your mother's magic to the test.
Uh-oh.
What the? What is this?
Oh no, animation, please. The Nexus, huh?
Ugh. Ellen's reins. Hey, quick, over here. Yes,
Here we
yes,
are.
just like that. Stay with us, Corporal. Stay with us.
What's the matter? What happened?
Tahar's
Whoa.
awake.
Lord Marshal Arendir? What in blazes are you doing here?
It's a long story, but I'm here as an ally.
Yes, and there will be plenty of time for the lengthy explanations later. First, I want to know how you're feeling, Tahar.
Aww. What a good
Sorry to
friend.
say it like this, but you look like shit.
Wow!
Charming as always. But I'm fine. Just dizzy. What happened? I just
A
remember
good
Lacane
friend.
and my mother.
Your mother? You mean the Shaper?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
hard to explain.
It's a whole thing.
She was in some kind of stasis when my father found her, and
We already
my
heard
father
this.
used her for his
Yep.
experiments. I don't know how to say this, but
We're repeating
Blubberin.
information to her.
it was her doing. When my father died, she tried
Let's
to call
consult
out
the
to me by telepathy.
walkthrough.
It's what caused the plague.
All right, I think her head wound is worse than we thought.
It's the
Oh,
truth,
come
Iria.
on,
And the king
Iria.
didn't only want me to stop the blood burn. He needed me to lead him to my mother, so he could use her as a source of the archfire.
Well, that's a lot to take in, I guess. But why your mother? You're speaking metaphorically, right?
I'm
Nope.
not. She's my mother.
All right. Start over. From
No!
the beginning. What happened when you walked into
damn
that
it.
chamber?
Oh, thank God.
I'm sorry, but that sounds absurd. Utterly absurd.
I don't
Well, I
need you to
doubt she's
believe me.
lying, King Regent. And actually, it makes sense. It explains a lot, for example, why she could activate the portals, enter Mullendeer, and why she had this vision. Though I have to admit, it's not what I expected from our little trip to the Eye. Not at all.
How we get out?
Speaking of which, how did we get out of that dungeon?
Well, as you know, I was unconscious too, so I can only tell you what the soldiers told me. But after that explosion, it was as if the skies had started raining fire. Lacane's soldiers panicked and rushed into the dungeon to save him. It must have also alarmed our troops.
That's because you have a
waiting at the
nice
borders.
voice, Jess.
They marched in and used the confusion to get us out too. I mean, at the time, the Purity still thought we were allies and vice versa. In other words, we got lucky.
Apparently. But why in blazes are you here, Lord Marshal? And how long was I out for?
It's just anger now. I think we've moved past the titles. And to answer your question, you were out for 5 weeks.
5 weeks?
Yes. To be honest, if your
That's
vital
a long
signs hadn't
time.
remained steady, we would have assumed you were dead.
Which leads us to your mother. You mentioned something about Lacane banishing her into some kind of amulet?
Yes,
Close enough.
He somehow absorbed her spirit to gain access to the archfire.
There's a lot of quotation marks
That's
here
what
that
my
seem
father had always
extraneous.
tried, and why he created me in the first place.
And I assume, by archfire, you're talking about some extremely powerful source of magic.
Probably.
The source of all magic.
Oh.
Yes.
So the theories are true. Well, at least now we have an explanation.
An explanation of what?
Well, the Harbinger has gone rampant.
Great.
Briefly put, the Purity of Light has taken over almost all of Leonida. The Eye, Greyfell, Greykeep, everything.
Great.
But why?
I do not need more
Why start
exposition.
a war against all
Let's
of
just get
Northen?
through this.
To prepare Io for the arrival of Aeonir. You remember that nonsense his priests always preach? How we're the reason that Aeonir left us?
Yes. That's the reason they want to clear the world of sin and mages. Of defilement.
This isn't a
Well, it seems that
game,
they've
it's a
spiced up their
playable
idea a little
podcast.
since it was taking too long. It's not just mages they kill anymore, but everybody who doesn't convert to their religion. Soldiers,
Oh my
women,
god,
men.
Twilight.
They all get to choose.
You win the evening
Join the
with
purity
that
and
one.
accept the light, or be killed on the spot.
I knew it would come to this.
Didn't we all?
Be that as it may, your recovery couldn't be more timely.
Oh, I mean, it's not stuck in the very zoomed out view. Like, I could zoom into here, but there isn't a whole lot of, like, facial expression or anything to see in this view.
Since you saved me from the dungeon, what about my mother's body? Is she...
She's here in the Nexus. We saved her, but she seems to be in some kind of a coma.
But yeah, and this
For a
is
while,
way
we thought it was
more...
the same as your condition, but now that you've told us
If we had
the
more
full
cinematic
story,
shit than just
it
models,
makes
yeah.
sense. Her body is still functioning, but Lacane has stolen her
This is also
spirit.
way more exposition than we've gotten through most of the... Like, I think the other part of the game that had close to this much exposition was when we were stuck in a cage and Lacane was talking to us. Here in the Nexus, saved her. Wow, that's the same. Her body is still functioning, but Lacane has stolen her spirit. Yep. One more reason to stop him.
reason to stop him.
I was hoping you'd say that. Maybe we'll even get our chance sooner than expected. Lacane is marching towards us as we speak.
Come
Great.
again?
He knows where we are, and he's planning an attack on the city. He might arrive today or tomorrow, but soon, which is why we need to.
She is wearing a kick-ass antler helm.
Lord Marshal,
Speaking of Nor,
the Purity. They are here, as you said. What are your orders, sir?
put up defenses all around the perimeter and protect the Nexus at all cost. How many are they?
Hundreds, sir. And House Utran is supporting them too. Your sister is leading them.
Myra?
I'm afraid so.
Wait, you're saying that House Utran is working for the Purity of Light now? And they're led by Lady Myra Utran?
As I said, yes. It could be anything, though. Maybe Lacane forced her to comply.
Then make sure that she does not get harmed. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good.
She gonna die.
There needs to be an explanation for this. Either way, we need to fend them off. Tahar, are you able to fight?
I think so. Yes.
Good. Then you're back in charge. Let's head out.
Yay! From now on, all abilities can be upgraded to 3rd power level. Also, you may choose one skill tree to become your specialization, unlocking the following abilities. Archery, get Barrage. Your auto attacks temporarily shoot an additional arrow. Apply Hastened upon killing the marked target. White Magic. Ashes to Light. All corpses in target area transform into beacons, healing all nearby enemies, or allies. Holy shit. Sanctify, if target ally dies during the effect, they will be instantly revived for 30 seconds. Catharsis, deal damage and silence all enemies in target area. Brutality, temporarily gain an aura of dark magic that deals damage to nearby enemies. Inflict pure damage against a single target, costs health instead of focus. Ooh. Costs 50 HP, deals 234 pure damage. Holy shit. Which I'm assuming is like true damage. Absorb target corpse to heal yourself. Create food in targeted outpost or capital. Create stone in targeted outpost or capital. Create wood. I mean, white magic and brutality sound fucking dope. But so does free resources on a 3-minute cooldown. That sounds really good, since we keep having problems with that. How many... I mean, it uses like all of our focus, but... And since we get 3 different ones, we can probably rotate through them with focus potions. That sounds really strong. Especially because we keep having... resource issues, so I'm gonna go with leadership. Alright, which also means we should go to the spellbook, go to action group 2, and where are my abilities? Where are my spells? Oh, we don't have access to them. We have to level up to them. Well, that was a mistake. Fuck. Our last save was before all the exposition. Damn it! That's a little upsetting. I thought we were getting those abilities right away. We would have to go all the way through this tree in order to get those. But at least we can level up these abilities to a 3rd level, so that's fine, I guess. It seems like we're not at the end, and like we definitely have some more to go. So I'm going to end this here, and we will finish this next week.